Hello and welcome to another episode of the Lekker podcast. My name is Jadleen and I'm coming to you from Bloemfontein, South Africa. So if memory serves me well, this is episode 25 and I want to thank you for your comments and your likes and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you're new here, I hope that you'll enjoy this content. There's very much exciting things to show you today. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back and joining me for another episode. I hope today is going to be a shorter one because I tend to talk a lot. I'm a talker. And I'm only going to show you one whip because that's the only thing I was busy with. And then I'm going to have an interview with my local yarn store, and I'm going to show you content of what I filmed at my local yarn store. So I'll talk about that a little bit later. But first, let me quickly tell you how my past 3 weeks have been like. It's been busy. I was not really on social media. I was not really good with WhatsApp messages. In fact, my poor whip, which is my mystery knit along, has been suffering. I didn't have a lot of knitting time. And the reason for that was I was in Pretoria for work for the last 2 weeks. And we really worked really hard and long hours. So we would start in the morning, normal time, up until past 8 in the evenings. I was exhausted. And then last weekend on Friday, I was supposed to actually return to Bloemfontein, only to drive back on Sunday. And honestly, the vehicle I'm driving, it's not my own vehicle, it's a state vehicle, is not an automatic vehicle. And my foot is struggling with long distances. Since a few years back, I started to getting really problems with my tendons in my right foot, especially my Achilles tendon, and then into my calf muscles. So, and I was exhausted. So my husband said, you know what, rather stay in Pretoria, sleep over there, which I'm so grateful for Mrs. Naughty and Mr. Naughty for hosting me on Friday night and Saturday night, giving me a better sleep, a great shower, and spending some time with friends. It was really special in that way. So that was really great. So I felt like a young person going to friends, attending the Stoepmark yet again, 2 months in a row. That was awesome. I was a employee for one night at Naughty Habit. That was freaking awesome. I would like to be an employee there, but I don't think they will pay me the same salary as my normal day work. So anyway, no, but it was really fun and spending time with special people, friends, old friends that I know probably for 20 years. So yeah, there was little time, but I tried to make the best of the time I had, whilst I was also trying to really rest, because then the last week was also really hectic at work. And and then I drove back on Friday night. No, I arrived back on Friday night, and yesterday, what was the date of yesterday? 5th of November. Yesterday, I just wanted to really just calm down, try to relax and recuperate. And today I'm filming this on Sunday the 6th of November. So yes, it was really busy. I didn't have a lot of knitting time. It really made me so depressed. But we'll talk about the MCAL. So we'll talk about that. And then I have gifts, and I have some acquisitions that I bought. We'll do the giveaway of last episode, and then I have a prize for this episode. All right, so let's start. But before we do that, let me quickly grab a sip of water. Alrighty. So I am not working on any other whips than my mystery knit along. So let me show you what I've been doing. I'm keeping it in this beautiful bag that we bought at Penelope and Stephen's shop, Stephen and Penelope. It's really a tight fit. I'll probably have to, while I'm here, get another bag because the shawl is getting bigger now, but I just really love the bag. And then let me quickly show you the yarn I'm using so that we know. I'm using Big Fox yarns. It's a kit that you chose actually. And I know it's fairy dust, driftwood I think, and driftwood, fairy dust, and after party. I think those are the colors. I hope I'm right. Anyway, so that is the yarn I'm currently using. Let me just put this back. Okie dokie. So let me show you my shawl. This was clue 1 and the braids. This section here was clue 2, right? Together with this beautiful cabled section and the mirror side of that as well, and the cabled section. And now I am basically done with clue 3, which is from the cable section you have this strings coming out, and it has this beautiful wavy cable section, which I really enjoyed. So I'm done with both sides now, and that's how far I am. So I need to section clue 3 also have an I-cord embellishment that runs through this big cables here. So let me show you that, the big cables there. But I really want to get going on clue number 4 because I can always add this a little bit later. And yeah, so I'm really proud of how far I came. There was no knitting time. I mean, if I get home, you know, I was trying to quickly eat a meal and then, not home, yeah, in Pretoria at the guest house or the hotel, whatever. And then I was still trying to knit at night. And I mean, the one side, I was so depressed last week Friday because that Thursday night we finished really late and I got back to my hotel room and I wanted to knit on the first, I was busy with the first stringy thingy. It's really a modular make, which I love. But anyway, so I knitted and I think I fell asleep somehow and still knitted. And Friday morning when I was in the car, I was driving with a colleague and I took out the knitting and I was like, what did I do? Like, I couldn't believe what I've done the previous night. These lines, these waves were going into each other, just ricocheting to another side. Obviously the focus was not there. I mean, I couldn't even see the mistake on Thursday night, but somehow I got it totally wrong. And I had to slip back, knit back, or tink back rather. And I was so depressed on Friday. So only on Saturday morning at the Stoepmark, I started thinking back. And you know, I didn't know how to do a lifeline after the fact, to put it in through an I-cord stitches plus cabling. I was really scared. So I really literally tinked back like about 6 rows. Luckily it was not a lot, but it was a mess. I was really not happy with myself, and I realized it's not a good idea to knit sensitive things or things that really has a little bit of focus needed. So I should not knit when that is the case. But anyway, so then I started with a second string, and now I need to start with clue 4. And I have to say the interaction on the WhatsApp group with the people that's on my support group for WhatsApp as well as Zoom is really amazing. That is really entertaining, and a lot of support and ideas, and so I will definitely host the MCAL again next year. and hopefully I'm not 2 weeks away in Pretoria, because that just messed things up for me a little bit. But yeah, so I'm really, really proud. I would say the worst part of this make along is the clue 1 section. If you're able to get past clue 1, then the rest of the shawl is really a dream. I did enjoy clue 1. It was just extremely labor intensive, and the cast on and bind offs was just, it was really a lot. It really gets to you in a, you know, so, but I would say if you pass that stage, then it's fine. Obviously there's a lot of people that don't like the shawl, and you know, we're all different. It's fine. We can have disagreements about the shawl. There's people that ripped it out. There was a lot of controversy actually with this make along, and but that's the one thing I love about Stephen. He doesn't let that get to him. In fact, I actually think he enjoys the controversy and the disagreements and what is Stephen thinking, you know. I think he likes people to just get to know new stitches and go along with the process. But I absolutely love the shawl. I think my colors are amazing, so thank you for choosing my kit. And I have to say, I love the things that I'm learning through this experience. One person on the group, the WhatsApp group, I cannot remember who said it. I want to give credit to who it is due, but I'll have to go and check. But somebody said, you know, this is like a masterclass. You go in with a thought pattern of the thoughts of, I am going to attend a masterclass. And that's really, I think, so well put, because this is like a masterclass. You're learning so many things. And honestly, I was so scared of the cable work. There's big cables at the bottom. And it's so easy. I'm definitely going to do a cable sweater next year, for sure. I think I used the cable needle, and I actually have a mistake here. I'm not going to show you. It's not important. I have a lot of mistakes in the shawl. Doesn't matter. You're not going to know about it. Nobody will probably see it. And it's just still going to give me a lot of joy. Anyway, what I wanted to say was, I used the cable needle, I think, in 4 rows for each section. So 4 rows on this side and 4 rows. It's so easy. Yeah, you should really give it a go if you're scared of cables. Great, great, great. All right, so that is the make along. I think I spoke a long time now about it. So let's get on with the other things. So for my other projects, it's still the same status. My spinning, I've not touched my spinning. All my other projects I've not touched. So the end cowl was the only thing that I worked on. All right. I want to quickly talk about this 2 beautiful blankets that you see here. I actually had a lot of questions. People was emailing me about the 2 blankets. This is a new pattern of mine called the Warrior blanket. It is almost the same as the Warrior cowl, but I had to adjust the pattern and also the placement of stitches, because that is just what I had to do to able to complete a blanket. With my 2 weeks in Pretoria, the idea was that I will release the pattern beginning of November, but that was obviously not possible. And it's crazy. It's been really busy. So I will, please keep an eye out on my social media. I will let you know when this pattern is available. So this specific blanket was made with Moya double knit. And I have to say, I absolutely love the colorway. So my friend Almarie, she is an amazing crocheter and she is quick and she loves to do blankets. And I had the blanket pattern ready and she was like, give me the pattern, I will crochet it up for you, because I was not in the mood of crocheting any blankets. In fact, that is currently not my jam at all. So she was so kind to then test the pattern and make this blanket, which is gorgeous. Thank you, Almarie. And then she loved doing this pattern. So she made another blanket from the same pattern, the warrior blanket, with acrylic yarns. And she mixed the diamonds, and oh my goodness, she probably it felt like she completed 2 blankets in 2 weeks time. And she's working full time, but she loves to crochet. But I don't think the 2 weeks is a true reflection. I don't know the exact time frame, but she was quick. So Almarie made both these 2 patterns, these 2 blankets, and I think it's just gorgeous. So they must still go out for photo taking, you know, to go be photographed. And then I will complete the pattern, and then hopefully the pattern will be out quick. And Katie is here at the bottom. She wants to come say hi. Come, Katie. Come, Liefie. Come, Liefie. She's here on the side. I don't think you can see her. Anyway, yeah, so I will let you know when this is out. I was hoping that it will be out with this podcast, but it is not. I really apologize. But the feedback I got was that the pattern is really enjoyable to knit. So I hope that you will enjoy that pattern. Alrighty, and thank you, Almarie. You are just a rock star. Alright, so let's quickly talk about acquisitions. And then I'm going to let you see the interview I had at my local yarn store, so I'll talk about that. Let's quickly discuss acquisitions. Alright. So, Yarn Stash collection. Katie's not sure if she wants to get on or not. No, not Yarn Stash collection. You see, I'm getting dear mekaar now. Yarn Stash collection is the local yarn store. Esther's Yarn Creations has beautiful pins added to the online shop. And when it dropped and I saw it, I just had to have a few, right? So I actually bought some more, but that was already gifted. But the ones that I have that I can show you is this beautiful one. Let me show you. It says, I'm not weird, I'm limited edition. Just look at that. It's so cute. I also bought a pin of a sewing machine, an old sewing machine, but that I gifted. And then there's this stitch marker, which is a little sheep. Let me show you. It's so cute. I hope you can see. It's so pretty. Oh, it's so cute. Anyway, so I bought this. I'm so excited about this. They have a cat one, a cat stitch marker, and other beautiful things. It's really no, a cat pin, I think. I think it's a pin. But yeah, so this is also a pin. I'm not weird, I'm limited edition. Okay, so I bought that. And then when I was at Naughty Habit, Mrs. Naughty, I was assisting her getting the yarn ready. She was wrapping it up, or how do you say? Anyway, I was assisting in the shop. And then I saw this yarn, and then I just had to have this. So it's like a Christmas edition of the Kaizo socks, which is a fingering 3-ply superwash, 75% merino, 25% nylon. And look at this. It is absolutely gorgeous. So it says like, make Christmas socks. That's what it screams, right? It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So I bought this. This is 100 gram, which contains 366 meters, and a 25 gram mini skein, which is about 91 meters. Then I also bought this beautiful wooden shawl pin. I have a shawl cuff, and I have now, this is my first shawl pin, and I absolutely love wood. I'm a wood girl. I have a lot, I'm looking around in my house. I have a lot of old wooden furniture, which my parents loved old wooden furniture. So when I saw this specific pin from Naughty Habit, I really had to have this. It's just gorgeous. I already started. Aina, Katie. Aina. Katie is now at the back of me trying to get my attention. Let me just quickly assist. Katie. Katie. Hey, kom hier zo. Kom. Katie. She's trying to climb on my back from the back. Anyway, so this is just a gorgeous shawl pin. And then I got this baby Suri alpaca from Naughty Habit as well. And okay, let me first show it and then I'll tell you what my idea is. So this is 74 baby Suri alpaca and 26% mulberry silk. And let me tell you, this is so soft. So Mrs. Naughty dyed this, and on Friday night I had to wind them into balls like this. They are so soft. It was a joy doing that, but I was full of floof thereafter. Over my nose, over my clothes. I look like a baby alpaca. Well, not a baby, a big baby. But anyway, so I bought this, and the idea is these mold yarns I have from Naughty Habit, and I have a skein also from Esther's Yarn Creations, from Hand to Hand H2H yarns. Esther spun this up. I want to use those yarns together with this to make myself a shift cowl. The pattern is from Andrea Mowry, so that I want to use together with those yarns to make that cowl. So that is the idea for this. All right, so let me talk a little bit about Yarn Stash collection. Oh, Katie, my back is now a little bit sore. So about the beginning of October, my friend Getruida from Itsy Klein came to visit me here in Bloemfontein. And say hello. Say hello. She's all over the place. Say hello. Say hello. This is Katie. Anyway, so Getruida came to visit, she and her husband came to visit me here in Bloemfontein. They spent 2 nights at a local guest house, and we spent the Friday night together, or the Friday late afternoon and night together, knitting and chatting and eating good food. And then that Saturday morning, we got to meet up at my local yarn store, which is Yarn Stash Collection. And Rebecca opened up earlier for me so that I could get some footage of the yarn shop. So the footage of the yarn shop will be at the end of this video. And then after I took the footage, we sat down in that great yarn craft room. We had some coffee, and there was great cupcakes, which you'll get when you go visit my local yarn store. And we got some time to actually spend with Rebecca. Rebecca is the owner of the Yarn Stash Collection. We got to ask her some questions, and Getruida was the interviewer and I was the videographer, and it was absolutely a blast. I hope that you will enjoy the content of that interview. So have a look at the interview.
Pantekaya. Are we going to do this in Afrikaans?
No.
That means I'm going to say 0.
No. We are definitely doing this in English. Hello, okay. Rebecca. And Getruida is also here. Hello. She's visiting me currently. Well, when you see it, it will probably be in a month's time. Rebecca is the owner of Yarn Stash, and you have seen the video that I took from the shop. So Rebecca, thank you so much for having us. And we are having amazing coffee.
Out of that tippet there, see, where's your cupcakes that you eat already?
Yes,
oh
we had
gosh.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was so lovely. It's not even here anymore.
That's the way it must be.
So Rebecca, congratulations on your new shop.
Thank you.
Well, it's not new really, but your new location.
Yes, new location, new home.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's quite bigger. I mean, from some people that's watching this podcast has been in the shop. Not all of them, but it's been quite small.
Yes.
And this is such a big upgrade. So I know that there's something special with this shop. What is so special?
Okay, so what is special about this shop is, besides the fact that it's grown, and not because I'm so Olik and answering my phone and switching it off at the same time and telling Philip I can't speak to him right now. Okay, so there we go. Okay, you can see I'm definitely not technology.
Yeah, multitasker.
Yeah. So besides the fact that the shop has grown, and as I was saying, not because I'm so Olik, but because the clients have been really Olik. They have supported the shop, and the shop has literally gone from one little shelf in my husband's office to my lounge at home, to half a space at the other shop, to a full space, and then to this. But what made this possible was the fact that we started something called Locally Crafted. And the Locally Crafted is a concept where, especially with COVID, a lot of people found they had giftings and talents. They were stuck in their homes and they started doing things at home, and they realized, but hey, I'm actually quite good at this. So like one of my crafters there, I'm amazed at her. She started doing this in COVID, and she knits better than a lot of people that have been knitting for years and years and years, and she makes the most gorgeous baby items and handbags and toys and you name it. So Locally Crafted is a concept where people can rent a small space, and they pay a small rent towards it, and then a percentage goes onto their product, and that percentage is so that the public can help support the shelf. And that percentage also helps to cover costs like credit cards, running systems, running costs, etc., etc. But now the crafter has an opportunity to sell their things in a shop 6 days a week, instead of waiting for an art market or a craft market, packing it all up, going to a dusty place, unpacking it, packing it all back in again, taking it home, and then it sits in a box until the next market. So now it's out there, people can see their things, and the public can start supporting those that earn incomes from just crafting. So that is the lovely concept. And then we introduced a lot more workshops. So you see the big table that we have here, you will take a nice big picture from it, this angle.
Yes.
So we actually have two, and 3-month programs are going to be put out, and we're going to do a lot of workshops, and that is to bring people outside of their homes again. A lot of the elderly people got stuck there, and so now they can come and sit here, and we do something like this. Can I show you?
Yes,
my
please
favorite
do.
Scarpy. Take the thorn out of him. Okay, this is my favorite Scarpy.
Bring him closer.
Okay, so this is the
There we
small
go.
version of Scarpy. And what we are going to do is, on a Wednesday, we call it Square Wednesday, anybody can come and sit here the whole day long if they want to, any time of the day. They're going to be able to buy half price great coffee, okay, and cupcakes and whatever. And we will supply the yarn. They bring their hooks, and they just have to crochet a little. Oh, Gertrude, don't you want to pass me? Just behind you, there's a little square. So whatever yarn is here, they're going to just crochet a little square like that, 3 or 4 rows, and we are going to cover a groot scarpie. And possibly put it in the shop. The first one will be the mascot to the shop, and then eventually maybe just sell these and add to the Locally Crafted to sustain the project on a month-to-month basis. So again, Wednesday, social interaction, lekker coffee, lekker cupcakes, no yarn needed to be bought, just a crochet hook, come and socialize, can have fun. So yeah, so those are the two new things we introduced, and our home is lovely. It's bright, it's sunny, it's airy. And Gertrude, how do you like it?
I really enjoy it.
You've only just got here.
You know what? The one thing that I really enjoy about the shop is that there's so many nooks and crannies and little bitties.
Yes.
You can't see everything in one visit.
Yes,
you have to keep coming back
yes.
because there's always going to be something you didn't see before.
That's
It's
awesome.
amazing.
That is the klee. That's a klee. Okay. The klee. That's Afrikaans. English klee, glue, the klee. That's my language. That is the key, and you know that's what I always like about going into a shop that's sort of arty and crafty, is that you mustn't see everything in one go because it makes it boring. You've got to be able to spend some time and visit, and what often happens, and I love that about the shop, is that this is the side I like, is that when the people arrive, then this one arrives and this one adds to this one's ideas, and the people start talking. And since we've added the table in, the tables become like the focal point of the shop. Like everybody comes in and they shop, and then they come and they sit down and then they chat a bit here and then off they go again. So that's the idea, is social and connect with people. There's nothing nicer. Hey?
That's very nice. I mean, we just started, we are filming this on the 8th of October. And the clue from Stephen West just dropped on the 6th. So I know when you guys see this, it will be much later. So we can actually show. Getreida is busy with her iCord.
Or I could say that I'm busy with it.
And let me just quickly show you my progress on this mystery knit along. There we go. There we go. So this, I saw the end of the clue because that is just how I am. And it's gorgeous. So it's very shaky, guys. I'm very sorry. There we go. So we have questions, Rebecca. Getreida has questions. Let me show us this.
Very important questions. So Sonia is going to hate me for saying this.
Sonia van Wyk. Sonia van Wyk is a very big Tunisian crochet designer in South Africa.
Yes. So I haven't really enjoyed the look of Tunisian crochet. I'm very sorry, Sonia, because it's very rowy, you know, very square. But this scarf has all of these fans in it.
Can you maybe show it a bit closer, Getreida?
Can we maybe put it that there's some light behind?
No,
it?
that is perfect. It's
Okay,
perfect like
right.
that. Thanks.
So
Okay,
it's
cool.
got all of these smaller portions of like fans and then fillers and stuff like that. And it's absolutely beautiful. So my question is, did this come from your mind or from a pattern?
Oh, so not out of my mind. So not out of my mind. But I must tell you, I agree with you 100%. The thing that's always put me off about Tunisian is that it's very dense under normal circumstances, and it is very square and rigid. And when I saw this pattern, and I'm just trying to stretch my brain cells back to when I bought this pattern, I think it's called Seashore or Seaside Shore. And I can find it for you and you can just post it. But it was a beautiful. When I saw this, I thought like, wow, is this Tunisian? And what's lovely about it is that when you are doing it, I used a size 6.5 hook with this.
Sure.
And this is a sock yarn. This is a sock yarn. So it's a local crafter or local dyer of sock yarn. And I used a 6.5 hook. And I didn't need the cable, and that's the other thing I didn't like about Tunisian is like these long stockies that you got stuck under your arm. You feel like a chicken after a while. So you can literally use a normal size crochet hook and you're Tunisian with it. And so this is not my pattern, but I loved it and I enjoyed doing it tremendously. And we're actually going to try and encourage more people to do Tunisian.
Yeah, I think
this is a great encouragement for Tunisian.
Yes,
yeah,
I think that it might be a little bit more complex than the square kind of stuff.
But and yet not too difficult.
And it's accessible because you don't need special tools for it. You can use what you have on hand.
Yeah, very much. So you're literally working with 7 stitches at a time.
You can even fit those on those.
You can even fit it onto one that's got a little handle on it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, a straight crochet hook like that's fine. Just so if you don't have a Tunisian, you know, plug it at the back with a little bead or something.
Yeah.
And so your stitches don't fall off, but it's 7 stitches, so it's really not going to fall
that's
off.
nice.
But so this was a lovely project to do, and it's got such a lovely feel to it. Hey?
Yeah.
You wouldn't think it's a
very
6.5
drapey.
mil.
It's so drapey.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Then my next question.
Yes.
This blanket.
Yes.
And I don't know.
Okay,
Let me zoom.
It's a mosaic pattern, but it's crocheted in the round, not in the round like a cowl, but flat in the round.
Yes.
And it's absolutely gorgeous. It feels like it's done with bamboo cotton or just bamboo.
Fusion.
Yeah,
It's Eco Fusion. All right, Nurturing Fibers Eco
I can
Fusion.
see it's fusion.
So she, here we go, movement again, peoples. So
I also want to ask, what is this pattern? It is beautiful.
So this is one of my favorite, and the designer of this pattern is Caroline Therese. It's called the Celtic Heart Knot. and she has been so gracious to allow us in a workshop to do the first 25 rows. So
Wow.
we do, I've actually got another one, I'll fetch it just now. You don't have to follow me, I'll go on my own.
No.
I'll go fetch it, and what we've done, we've isolated the center section of her pattern, and we've created tiles, and it really creates a beautiful piece, almost like a quilted piece. It looks almost like a quilted piece, and we've done it in sock yarn.
Yeah.
We did it in merino blended with linen, and just plain merinos, and then plain linen, more linen than merino. So we've done a really nice piece with that. But yes, it is a lovely piece to do, and that one was just done in fusions, but we colorwayed it a bitty.
Yeah.
But that is really cool to do. It was a bit of a challenge learning that, going around in the corner in the mosaic-y thing, because she has a very different stitch in her corner, which, you know, eventually it took me a while to work out where to put it that you don't see that this is the join corner. But if you turn it around, you can see the join corner, but it actually joins very nicely. Yeah.
Yes. I really appreciate that you showcase these stunning pieces that's a little bit off the beaten path,
Oh, thank
so
you.
people can get inspired. Yeah.
Yeah, the idea is, you know, I think when people think of crochet, they think of doilies.
Yes.
And
We were talking about it last night.
My grandma on the doily cloth, and please, I don't want to inherit any. And yet they're coming back into fashion now.
No,
So,
please, if you don't want them,
Yeah.
please send them to me. I love
There's
toys.
beautiful things you can do additional
Yes.
with doilies. Like
Yes.
a friend of ours, Edith, has made aprons.
Oh,
where
lovely.
she put the pocket on the front,
Yeah, yeah.
and then she puts the doily offset on the corner.
Yeah, yeah.
It just brings that extra. It's
Zoot,
beautiful.
Yeah, I can imagine. So what we try and do is just to inspire the people to go from just crocheting normal thingies to something different, and color is not an option with me. I mean, it's just like throw everything together.
I can tell.
And yeah, I love it, you know. And people always go like, but okay, so must we now do this color, that color? And I said, no, you just throw it in a bag, pull it out one by one, throw it this side, and then put the bag back this side, and start all over again. And don't worry if there's two colors next to another, because when you get to the end of the project, it looks like seriously cool. So,
Yeah. Oh yes, I can remember. So Rebecca had a big impact in my journey, in my crafting journey. You'll remember in my first episode I talked about my journey, how I just started doing normal crochet blocks, you know, granny squares, and then I bought, I think it was a Kismet chunky stripes or something, stripy
With the
things,
funky
funky
stripes. I think
stripes.
you bought the cake.
Yes.
Funky stripe or something.
And I
yeah.
did a big square, and I thought, oh my word, I'm amazing. and then I came in here, and Rebecca was like, Yaline, I think you need to stop with doing the big granny squares now. We're going to progress.
Yeah.
And then you said, go YouTube, waffle stitch, and Summer do 2 yarns at the same time, holding it together at the same time. I'm like, what? This is a higher grade. But after finishing that project, I catapulted into, is that the right word?
A
even?
whole new dimension.
Yeah, it just opened up for me. And from there, you know the rest, the history.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just want to say, Jeline, that I'm amazed. I mean, I'm absolutely amazed. I mean, 1 minute she was doing a granny square, and then she progressed to a 2-yarn waffle stitch, and next she was writing a pattern. Oh my gosh. And she's like, can you please test the pattern? I'm thinking like, what? Jeline, what you been doing, girl? So, yeah, Jeline,
Oh,
sure,
thanks.
it's like gone miles in like leaps and bounds.
But I think it's just bringing me so much joy, and it's a great experience. It's just awesome, and that just obviously translated into, writing patterns, starting the podcast, meeting amazing people. Yes. So yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. Yeah, so thank you so much for having us.
Yeah,
thank you for
being here.
Thank
It's
you for
like
being
awesome.
part of my journey.
Yeah, that's lovely.
And I'm so happy for you. May you have a lot of blessings in
Thank
your
you.
new
Thank
location. And please, if you are visiting Bloemfontein, make a stop at Yarn Stash Collection.
Highly recommended.
Highly recommend. Me too. I also recommend.
Okay, thank you for having us.
Thanks,
Okay,
Jeline. Thanks,
bye.
everyone. Bye.
I hoped you enjoy the video and the interview we had with Rebecca at our local yarn store. So let me quickly show you what I bought that day. In fact, some of the videos that you will see at the end of this video was footage that was actually taken on I think it was the Thursday prior to that Saturday. They had a soft opening, so I attended that very quickly. So I took some footage of that, as well as some footage on the Saturday that I was there filming. And so you'll see both of that a little bit. I think there was great biscuits made for the opening and so forth. But let me quickly show you what I bought from Yarn Stash collection. Katie, I need to get to the goodies I bought. Please, can I just quickly have a look at that? She really wants to have a lot of love and attention right now. Cuckoo. I just want to get to that bag, please. Thank you. Okay. So firstly, I bought this Katia United Socks. Now I feel like I'm full of cat hair. United Socks from Yarn Stash collection. It is a 75% wool and a 25% polyamide base. And if memory serves me well, I think this is 25. Yes, it's 25 grams. So I bought 3 balls of yarn. Normally when I make socks, right? So I'm going to do like a stripy version. I tend to, when I make socks for myself, it's usually between 50 and 60, maybe a little bit over 60 grams of a skein that I use for making myself some socks. So 75 grams, 25 times 3, 75 grams is more than enough to make myself a pair of socks. And this is really affordable yarn too. So I bought this because these colors are just gorgeous. And then, you know, you cannot go without light bulb stitch markers. So I bought some more light bulb stitch markers from the shop. And then, as per the video, the interview that you saw, you would know that they're also hosting within the shop specific space and racks for the locally crafted community. And so from those locally crafted area, I got this beautiful, what do you call this? Bowls. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I love this. And look at this one. So the idea is that I'm going to use this next to my chair where I sit and watch TV to hold some stitch markers. That is the idea, and it's gorgeous. Yeah, so Rebecca, thank you for hosting us. We had such a great time. It was really lovely, and please remember to, at the end of the video, watch the content of the rest of the shop, which is just gorgeous. So they've moved actually to a new location. Where they had a small shop here in our Preller Center, and it was really too small and they really needed more space. Rebecca really had to get a bigger space. So the biggest shop where they are situated now, that's why they had a soft opening. I'm saying this all backwards. I should have started there, right? Anyway, so they are now in this new space, which is big, and rooms, different rooms, and then also this great table where you can sit and knit and crochet and have a great time. So look at the footage at the end of this video as well. All right, so now that was done with all the acquisitions, let me show you the gifts. So first off, Getreida at the Stoepmark bought me this beautiful skein of yarn, the Devonia 4-ply weight. You'll remember I bought one from Colors of Amalfi at the previous Stoepmark, and my idea is to for the following months, coming months, I want to buy 4 more skeins to be able to do a colorwork sweater in more than 2 colors. So Getreida knew the color scheme I had in mind, and she totally yeah, she she bought this. It was a big surprise. So she surprised me with a skein that she bought at Colors of Amalfi while we were at the Stoeppark. It's just gorgeous. This is the name of the yarn. So this is non-superwash. It's 50% Exmoor Blueface, a sheep type, a sheep breed. 30% Bluefaced Leicester, it's another sheep breed, and then 20% Wensleydale. This is made in the UK, and this is in the color Wild Damson, and it's just gorgeous. Thank you so much, Getreida. Thank you, thank you. So now there's going to be a piece of you in my sweater next year. All right. Then Annegret from Wild Push Crafts. Oh goodness, Annegret. I'm so sorry that I'm now Pincushion Crafts. Pincushion Crafts. She made me this beautiful tin. Let me show you. Oh, it's gorgeous. I am absolutely in love with the colors. So this tin together with this stitch markers. So just have a look at this. This is absolutely, so there's more. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these small ones. They are gorgeous. Oh my goodness, I love it. It's so pretty. Thank you, Annegret. It is beautiful. Oh my goodness, I love this. It's just gorgeous. So, and these tins are always welcome because you can just pop it into your project bag with all the notions that you need. Some scissors even fits into this notions tin. Alrighty. Then I also got to spend time with Sonja van Wyk, and Sonja van Wyk's Instagram handle. I am forgetting names today. I'm so sorry, people. I think my brain is burnt, honestly. But anyway, it will be on the screen. And she visited Turkey recently. So she got this beautiful woven, miniature woven carpet bookmark. And she gave it to me as a gift. And it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm not going to take it out of the plastic. I want to keep it as clean and as clear and without anything. Maybe I must just open it up. Let me grab a scissor here from my cupboard. I'm going to open it up at the bottom. Oh, wow. So it truly boggles my mind that this is woven. It is extremely fine and detailed work. It's gorgeous. Thank you so much, Sonja, for this. This is really, really special. Alrighty. And then, as I have promised in the previous episode, I grabbed another packet out of that box that was gifted to me by Lynette from SILKY Milky Moon. And oh my goodness, you're going to love what you see. So, firstly, she gifted me alpaca yarns. It's so soft. It's so soft. It is just gorgeous. So let me show you. I'm going to show you like about 2 skeins at a time. So this is SILKY Milky Moon. SILKY Milky Moon. This one is a 2-ply lacy moon in the color Cappuccino Moon. It's 100% alpaca 2-ply. There's around 500 meters on this 100-gram skein. All right, so this is the skein. And let me tell you, this is like butter. Butter. This is gorgeous. There's another skein. This colorway is called Golden Moonstone. Wouldn't this and this just be perfect together? Right? Right, then let me show you the other two. So it's all the same base. Let me just make sure. Yes. This colorway's name is Ukraine's Moon Colors. Isn't that just awesome? Ukraine's Moon Colors. Oh, goodness, it's beautiful. It's like golden, blue, yellowy, purpley colors. And then this color is called, oh dearie me, I hope I'm gonna say it right, Tibuchina Moon. Oh goodness, there's the name. Tibuchina Moon. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. So these 4 skeins is just absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. I wish you could feel it through the skin, through the screen. You know, you can actually have that feeling. Okay, I want to just quickly put it back. I'm so sacred, not sacred, but I don't want to put it on the floor. So let me just put it back before I show you the others. So this is the 2-ply 100% alpaca yarns. These ones, oh dearie me, it's gorgeous. These ones I have is 3-ply yarns. So alpaca 3-ply. So those others, the 2-ply is 500 grams. No, I'm lying. 100 grams, 500 meters. These 3-ply ones are about 240 meters. Right, so it's a 3-ply. This one is called Mold Moon Coffee. Mold Moon Coffee. Oh, wow, it's beautiful. This one, so there's 2 of those, Mold Moon Coffee. So 2 of those skeins. And then this skein is also 3-ply. And it's called Hoopoes in Moonlight. Let me show you. From SILKY, Milky Moon. And just look at this. Can you just imagine doing a project with these 2 together? I have ideas. So I will, I want to quickly see if there's another note in here. There's no other notes that I want to just explain to you. All right, so she's from Somerset West in the Western Cape. And keep your eyes peeled, because some of this I will not keep everything. I will definitely gift some of the yarns as well, so that you can enjoy these too. But thank you so much, Lyneth. These are absolutely gorgeous. And for you that will win it in the future, you are absolutely going to freak out and enjoy this yarn. It's really amazing. All right, so that is all the gifts. I want to just put this back in the bag. I wonder what is the time on this video. I don't know. These days I'm being reckless. I don't look if things are in frame. I'm just rolling as it is. All right, so let's talk about the winners of this the last episode's podcast, and then let me show you also then the new prize for this episode. All right, so last episode number 24, there was 2 gifts. October month, it's now done, we're in November, but October month is all about breast cancer awareness. I also participated and knitted a knitted knocker, and I've sent it off to Anna Patat, as you've been shown in the previous episode, or talked, I think it's actually the last 2 episodes that I talked about it. And so let's announce the winners. And you know what? I drawn the names with Comment Picker prior to starting the video this morning. And I don't want to say the names because I think I'm going to be wrong. Let me rather not say. I'll display the names here. So the knitted knocker, let me just quickly make sure it's the knitted. This knitted knocker with a knit pattern will go to, I can't remember the name, but here we go, the photo. And then the crochet version of the knitted knockers will go, the crochet version is a little bit darker yarn for a darker skin type, and will go to, so those 2 people, please pop me an email at sales@madebyjalien.com. This is unfortunately, okay, no, this is the giveaway. I'm getting confused now. Anyway, so congratulations. I hope that you will enjoy making these and, bring some joy and some, comfort to a person that's really in need, a lady that's really in need of some knitted knockers that's battling cancer, breast cancer. So congratulations. Send me an email with your address as well as your cell phone number and email address, but obviously I will have that if you email me so that I can make sure that it gets to you. Then we have another giveaway for this episode. And as you've seen in my previous episode, so if you've not seen it, go back if you want and go and have a look at the beautiful fibers that I got gifted from Silky Milky Moon. So from that, I draw one of those and I'm going to gift that as part of this episode. So this is the yarn, the fiber. I'll also put on a nice photo. I don't want to take it out of the plastic because I'm going to mess the label. I don't want to do that. This is Moon Donuts. This is about 20 to 40 grams of fiber. It contains merino, alpaca, rose fiber, stellina, BFL, and mulberry silk. So those are all the yarn types. Stellina is the ones that's making some nice glittery effects in the yarn, and it's really gorgeous. This purple, there's some blues, almost like a golden brown. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. Lynette is really a master in making these colors. So put the word moon in your description if you want to win this fiber. I know we have new spinners that is watching, so I believe that you'll be so excited to be able to win this. So the word moon, and then this is only unfortunately for South African viewers. Courier costs is just enormous for us, so that's unfortunate. I'm so sorry. And then I'll announce the winner in the next episode. So yeah, moon, the word moon. All right, so don't go away because the footage of Yarn Stash collection will now be at the end. I hope that you will enjoy it. And I want to thank you for watching, if you've watched up until now. I hope you enjoyed it. And then until we see each other the next time, stay blessed. Go well. Bye.